Hey, I'm Brent Ehrler. I'm out here on Bull Shoals, right basically at the home of Ranger Boats, right here in Flippin, Arkansas. Looking at a brand new model. This is the 188p that Ranger is making. It's an aluminum boat. What an unbelievable platform in an aluminum base instead of a glass base. It feels like a glass boat. It drives like a glass boat. It fishes like a glass boat. A lot of new things that they've done with this model. Up front, there's a fiberglass bow console. You can actually bow mount a 9-inch screen. For me, I'd throw on a Humminbird 9-inch Helix up there. Troll motor, you can run different kind of troll motors on this. The storage in this boat, you can do it's either an 8 or 8.5 foot rod box in the center, but I would probably run a few rods in here as well as my tackle in here. That's how I run my glass boats. I run a lot of tackle in here. But you have rod tubes up front, you have the bowling on the back to hold the rods there. But like I said, I'd run some storage in there, run some of my lure lock boxes. More storage on this side. This will hold up to a 7-foot rod. Again, have the rod tubes up front so you can run a little bit your shorter rods up here. Any of your 7-footers you can run there. And then on this side, we have a couple different storage boxes. One is an actual dry box for extra tackle, different things you want to use there. We have our cooler here. Running your cooler has a drain in it. Put ice in there, drains into the hole. Here's another dry box. Another thing just to store a lot of your day stuff. I'd probably put in, let's say if you're catching them on a few of the certain baits, I'd probably run them right here. It's just easier to get to for a day fishing on the water. Great spot for your co-angler, your partner, and your son, your dad, whoever's fishing with you. Run their rods here. Has a lot of space. The thing I like about this is the carpet. You're running your rods on carpet, which helps, doesn't nick the rods, doesn't nick the line on the rods. Really just makes a good, just a good spot for running those rods without damaging anything. And I really like the carpet on this. Another thing that I really like on running your rods on the front, if you're running a long 8-foot rod, I like how we have carpet on this side. We have this carpet that runs here, a lot of space to run those longer rods and not damage them. They're not hitting anything, they're not getting in the way. You have a good stable platform for your rods to sit up here. Great console. You can fit a 12-inch screen in dash here. Again, I'd run a Humminbird Helix. I'd probably run a Helix 12 here, and I mean, tournament ready. The thing feels just like a glass boat. Really just a good all-around boat. Glass coin box, great storage. This is where I run my cell phone. Put my cell phone in here, maybe a dock line. I run a lot of the stuff that if I'm driving, maybe a cloth for your sunglasses, cloth for your Humminbird up there. Anything you want accessible while you're driving, I put it in the coin box right here. And again, it's glass. Fit and finish is awesome on this boat. Dual live well, separated live well. One unique thing about this that a lot of aluminum boats don't have is that it has recirc as well as pump out. So really, it basically has the same live well that you'd have on the 20-foot glass boat. So great live well system, great for keeping track, keep care of those fish. But also when you get to the weigh-in, you want to weigh those fish, and you can hit the pump out and drop that water level and get the fish out easier. So bigger storage boxes in the back for running any of your day-to-day stuff. You could also run tackle. Shoot, even in my glass boat, I run tackle in some of the back boxes. And here I run a lot of dry snacks, my extra Costas that I need for the day. I'll have them back here, and anything you want, just for easy access while you're at the console. So bigger storage boxes in the back. The gas tank is now under the seats, and what that does is it frees up a lot of space in the back. And in the battery compartment, you now have a lot more space for adding a prop, storing pumps. Another neat thing about this is able to have the jack plate on there. I can run some talents, my shallow water anchors off the back, And you know, by having that tank up front, it really frees this back compartment up for other storage opportunities and accessories to add to this thing, as well as the spare prop. So that's really neat about having that tank up there. The 188p is really a great all-around fishing boat. Man, I mean, I could tournament fish in this thing right now. Real stable platform, like I said, drives really well. It has a 115 Merc on it right now, 4-stroke. Really, like I said, you really don't need much more than this. It really does, you know, a lot of stuff on the water. Fishes well, doesn't rock very much, handles rough water really well. The 188p is a phenomenal boat. Great starter boat. It's a great finish boat. If you just want a boat for around the house and don't want a big glass boat, the 188p